Toronto sports scene right now, down bad right now.
Whoa.
It's not going good. The Leafs are in chaos. The Raptors still don't have a coach. They brought in somehow Steve Nash for an interview.
Oh, he's going to be the coach of the Raptors.
Where did that come from?
Oh, that's going to happen.
Meanwhile, Nick Nurse is either a finalist for the Bucks job and the Suns job, which is like, did my guy just fail up in the Giannis or KD?
Yep.
Like, how did that? Like, if that's not a sign of the times and the way the world works, what is going on? And plus, under the radar, I know the Jays won big yesterday, but things are not going well in Jays land either. Where's the bright spot in Toronto sports right now?
Has TFC scored a goal in the last week? I mean, I know we're not usually an MLS podcast, but if you want to keep going down the Toronto sports woeful spiral here, I don't think the TFC has scored in about a month.
To be honest, the last thing I saw from TFC was their high-priced, big-time player was dissing the coach in the post-game presser.
There you go.
Basically saying we have no tactics.
For Toronto sports. That sounds about right.
Basically saying we have no tactics. We can't do it. We don't play with the love or joy. We don't know what we're doing. I'm like,
is that from the good Paisan? Was that from Paisan?
Yeah.
Bernadeschi?
Yes.
Yes. Whatever he says goes. Whatever he says goes.
Serie A still runs thick through his veins. You know, that just, if you're an Italian, you're just going to do that. Get out there and throw the coach under the bus, throw the manager under the bus.
So let's do a power ranking, top five, even though there's not 5 Toronto teams.
Oh boy.
Maybe we'll come up with them. Which team is the worst right now? The Argos. Yes. Good call, Webby.
Argos.
Which Toronto team is in the best position right now? Or do we want to do which Toronto team is in the worst position right now?
I mean, I'll start with best. You want to start
I'll
best?
start with best.
Because
I'm going to nominate the Jays.
I'll say the Leafs.
Oh, wow.
Because the Leafs still have Austin Matthews on their team. Okay?
Yeah.
And they made the playoffs. Okay? If I look at the Jays, well, they made the play-in game, or the wild card, but they got smoked by the Mariners. And they're in dead last in their division. Go ahead and tell me, oh, yeah, but if they were in the AL Central, they'd be tied for first. Well, you know what? If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. But she don't. All right, you play in the AL East. Now, is that as bad as the Raptors, who had a chance to do big things with their roster and turn things around for a rebuild for a new season in what is looking like a pretty deep draft? And they said, nah, you know what? We'll try and make a run for 10th in the East. And how'd that go?
Yeah.
So I would say Leafs, Jays, Raptors, and again, I don't know if TFC have scored here, but if they put one in the back of the net, maybe they can jump over the Raptors.
Tones?
I agree with you. I'm gonna flip 1 and 2 for one reason and one reason only. It's fucking May. It's May.
Early.
It's baseball. It's fucking random shit happens. You don't win the World Series at this early. And listen, you said they have Austin Matthews. We still got Vladdy, man, and he's not even like clicking on all cylinders yet. And wait till he gets going. I don't know, man. I'm not worried about the Jays as much as a lot of people are. I think it's baseball. You can make like 3 good trades at the deadline, and all of a sudden you're a World Series team, and that's that. I mean, yes, they got to get there, but let's be like, the division's not going to keep doing this. Let's everybody take a fucking deep breath. Their losing streaks are coming too. The Yankees have kind of already had theirs, but the Rays, give me a break. They're not winning 110
pretty good
games.
Division, though. Historically, a pretty good baseball division.
You could sneak into the wild card, and I'll take this team against a lot of teams in the AL.
Okay.
Shell, what side are you on? Webby's or mine?
Or are you going to put Raptors number 1?
It's definitely not the Raptors, bro. Come on, man. The Raptors, hold on. They were buyers at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
And missed the playoffs.
And now there's a lot of talk for that third pick.
At the trade deadline, you bring up the 3rd pick, which is held by the Portland Trail Blazers. And at the trade deadline, or was it the All-Star break, they were a game behind the Portland Trail Blazers in the standings. So the Portland Trail Blazers just decided we're going to tank for the rest of the year. The Raptors decided we're going to try to make the playoffs and go for 6th. And instead, they missed the play-in, and the Portland Trail Blazers now have a top 3 pick in the NBA draft. That, my friends, is an institutional failure by Masai Ujiri and the Toronto Raptors. And it pains me to say, because I love Masai, but the Raptors are down bad. They're going to get screwed in this coaching search. So the Raptors are definitely not on top of the list. It's still the Leafs because they still have all their guys as of now. The Jays, I think they traded defense for offense, but I think they might have gone a little too far because their offense, last night being the outlier, putting up a 20s piece. But outside of that, their offense has struggled. And I don't think that you can really, you're not going to hang with the Yankees. You're not going to hang. And Tampa does what Tampa does better than what you're trying to do as of now. So that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough in that division. So yeah, I'm going, the Raptors are in third. It's going Leafs, Jays, Raptors. Like, do the Raptors have anyone better than Vladdy or Bo?
No.
Not even close.
No way.
Oh,
Did
man,
the Toronto
making me sad.
Argonauts win the CFL title last year? Did they win the Grey Cup?
You mean the Grey Cup? It's the CFL title.
CFL title. I straight up blanked.
This guy's
Who
won the
cares?
CFL title.
I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't
The
tell you who
Canadian
won.
Super Bowl.
Did they win the sporting event?
It's
Hold on,
sad.
let
I
me look it
couldn't
up.
tell you who won the Grey Cup last year.
It was the Argos.
Oh, we gotta bump the
They're not
Argos
even
up.
top three.
Hey.
We gotta bump them up.